Well, good morning again, guys. Another impromptu video as I am doing all of this on my phone. You know, flying by the seat of your pants is the most exciting way to live, right? What we are doing today, well, I have another project vehicle I was asked to work on. I know for sure electrical again, so that won't be too exciting. Probably I've done a lot of new wiring harnesses on vehicles in the last couple years, so seems to be something most shops aren't interested in doing. I can't imagine why, but that is something we are gonna do. I have to get myself to Garden City, Kansas, and pick this thing up. So we will take a look at that there. Somebody was going too fast, just getting pulled over. Isn't that a shame? I would say 98% of people are going too fast anymore. Anyway. Well, getting very close to town. It's kind of been sprinkling on me on and off. And, that's probably cause for concern. I think this vehicle it's completely enclosed. It's been in body shops for the last 30 years or something like that. It's one of those projects that just kept getting shoved to the side, never got anywhere, and just kind of stalled out. Now the guy has moved from this town to another, and he wants it done. So anyway, I'm assuming it's all enclosed. I hope glass is in it and everything like that, because we may get rained on, we may not, I don't know. Although it might clean off the huge grasshopper smear right in my vision, that's always nice. But anyway, I really need a cap or a dash mat. Duct tape that or hot glue it and then just cover it up. Might have to do that someday. Wee. Bumpy. When a guy drove the Buick Riviera home from San Antonio, I bought some kind of sticky mount for the dashboard for my phone. Wonder where that is. Gas is $2.50 here. $2.54. Holy cow. 40 cents cheaper than home. We get so gouged where I live, it makes me sick. This section of the highway is truly awful. Good grief. But $2.46. Oh, $2.36 for cash at the Maverick. Okay, well, looks like we have upside down. Yeah. Guess we have an automatic. Oh, yeah. We have brakes. Yes, we do. We go into gear. All right. How do I get out of here? That was the elbow. Okay. All right. Don't hit the Mustang. Do I have reverse? Man, I thought we looked pretty good at the shop there, but maybe I should scoot it back a little. My truck's riding a little high in the front. You don't know by now, we got a 57 Belair, you know. And overall, it looks pretty good. It's been in the shop for many, many years. Body shop, transmission shop, mechanic shop. Now it's going to another shop. We'll take a closer look at it when I get home. But I'm going to keep on rolling. I think I'll probably loosen my straps and slide it back just slightly. But let's keep moving. It's not attached. Racing steering wheel. I guess we might as well walk around a little bit. What do you say? Overall, very, very nice. Really nice paint job on it. You can tell it's been around the shop for a little bit. You know, there's some things, but overall, really, really nice. I'd be proud to say I owned it. All the chrome work and stainless, I'm guessing, is original or pretty good donors on the thing. You know, I really have no particular knowledge of this thing's history, other than the fact that it's been sitting for more years than it's been moving lately. So you can see the bumper guards are getting a little toasty there. The chrome is flaking off. But man, it's pretty sharp. Pretty sharp. I know for sure I am doing wiring. Pretty sure I explained that already. I see odds and ends of wiring poking out, and I know they had to, they had to hot wire it. I guess they have a key cylinder ignition switch in the car, so they didn't exactly hot wire it, but you know what I mean. So I don't know, we'll have to dig in a little farther. One is going to assume at this point this might be a later 283. Could be another early something or other. The intake manifold, you know, that doesn't have to be original at all, so who knows. Do we have double hump heads on this thing? I think we do. Okay, well, there you go. There's that. I'm not sure what's going on for the crankcase vent system. They have just one of those plastic plugs that'll decompose shortly, you know, in the hole where the little bell-shaped fitting went down in there, and then this would have been bolted down in the lifter valley connected to that. And then they would have had a hose to the intake. There's just a breather on that side. And then, of course, you would have a vented oil cap. So I guess this works. I mean, it's vented, but probably want to get something different, right? It is mounted on the front, of course, yet. But I don't know if I can get you. They do have the later motor mount bosses on the sides, so it is some variety of a little bit later of a block, but it does still have that ventilation hole there. So one might assume it was 283, 327 of the next few years, you know. Still got the 2-jet points distributor. You know, a lot of this looks factory-ish. Of course, we have a alternator in here instead of a generator, so that's been converted. Otherwise, we got no heater in it. I don't remember right off the bat. I don't think the voltage resistor for the ignition system, I would assume it was the wire. Yeah, fusible link. No, not fusible link, just a resistor wire. What am I saying? So I don't know if the wiring blew out or why that is in there, but I could be wrong. Just gotta do a little refresher course. Got nice seats, nice door panels, no carpet, no headliner. Obviously the dash needs finish too. Here's our new carpet, and I assume padding. What do we got here? Oh, steering column, I think. Okay. Am I doing something with that? Or is that... I mean, what's wrong with you? I don't know. I'm going into this thing half unsure of what's going on, you know, so. And here's the rest of the car. Got a clock, a box of wires, gauge pod, there's our heater. Cash register or slot machine? Oh, climate control. Okay. There's all the bows for the headliner. So, lots of fun. Lots of good things to dig through and have fun with. Tuck all that in there. I don't know. It's kind of strange. We got a lot of new wiring and a lot of no wiring. Huh. It is not happy, especially when it's warmed up. The mechanic said the more you drive it, the better it seems to run. I'm wondering if something's up with that choke. But we'll have to dig into all that later. So for the rest of this video, I am taking this home, and you know how I am around other people with the camera. I just don't want to be shoving it in people's face, but we can probably get some of the trip in and dropping it off, and then on the way back through Kansas coming home, we're picking up another project. At least that is the plan. So we'll see what we can wrap this up with, okay? I'm gonna get this loaded. Got to get the trailer hooked up. I've washed it, kind of gone over it, vacuumed it, washed the pickup, vacuumed it out, gone over the bearings on the trailer, charged up the battery for the winch in case we need it on the way home with the other car. So anyway, I'm gonna get this thing going. Well, here I lay in Little Rock, Arkansas, underneath my truck. I replaced this bushing on the shift linkage last week. It had been giving me problems. It was already wired on from the last owner. I thought what I put was the correct bushing there. Oh, I can't get both arms under here. Man, this exhaust is hot. This thing right here, there was another style and that didn't hold it on. And she just keeps coming off every time I try to go back into park, and it had wire wrapped around it before. For now, I'm gonna see if I can do something with zip ties. I really don't think I'm gonna be successful. Not sure what else I can try at the moment. Well guys, here we are, sitting on a parking curb in a parking lot in Little Rock, Arkansas. A Great Plains boy like me can't see the forest through the trees, you know. This part of the country, you want to look around, but you can't, because you see trees. And I can kind of, if I flip you around, I can kind of see the highway through the trees. You can see sky and cars moving, you know, but that's not too exciting. Anyway, we made it just fine. The old Jimmy did smashingly well, as usual. Didn't burn any oil. The only thing, I already showed you that clip, I zip tied that shift cable to the linkage down there on the transmission. That had a different style of one of those plastic bushings, and it was wired on when I got the truck. And only recently it came off. And so I got what I was pretty sure was the correct one. It went on tight. I thought it snapped over the little peg, the head of the peg. But now, I don't know if the hot exhaust just softens that bushing up and it can just come off. I'm guessing that's what it is. The long trip melted it. I mean, not really melted it. So anyway, we went and got fuel, got some supper, went to Walmart last night, and where it was coming off, every time I tried to go into park, it would come off. So I had to kill the motor, put on the parking brake, crawl under there, shift it manually at the transmission, put the thing on, then it was in park, and then we could go again until I needed to put it in park again, you know. So anyway, we did all those things last night and it didn't come off. I don't know how I got zip ties to work on there. Hopefully they hang in there. Bought a tarp so I can throw it under the pickup, you know, if it's wet, kind of damp. Car did fine. I'm actually surprised there's nothing missing off of it this morning. Kind of surprised it's here this morning. Homeless people everywhere. What a state this world is in. I don't know. Anyway. So yeah, sometime this morning, of course it's early for me. I probably mention this every single time, But if someone has yet come up with a silent hotel door latch, let a guy know. You can be I'm like a ninja. I'm like a Navy SEAL sneaking around the room getting dressed, you know, when the family's still sleeping. But and getting out of the door is fine. Hinge was a little squeaky this morning. But that last eighth of an inch of the latch engaging echoes throughout the chambers like it's a cathedral, you know. Anyway, we're out here, check the oil on the truck, made sure that thing's gonna start, that thing, you know, this thing. Say hi to that guy in that room there. Okay, I don't know who that is. See, I got him another headlight ring, painted that up before we left. Yeah, I just hooked her up this morning. I pulled the rotor, actually, last night, and the keys, and anyway, it fires right up as usual, so that's good. Got a bit of a dew this morning, you know, and if I don't get food poisoning, come up with food poisoning, then all will be great. I'm a sucker for biscuits and gravy, but this stuff this morning had a bit of a wang, you know, so I had to decline after having tried it already. So anyway, I don't know what else to say. We may get some shots unloading it. And then we were going to stay here 2 nights, but we may pack it in, head on back, and stay somewhere along the road on the way home. And then pick up another project tomorrow. And the fall colors, even in the parking lot, are beautiful, you know. Sit down and do an oil painting right here, I think. Here comes one. Oh boy. Captain's logs, stardate 2, 6 a.m. in the morning, Broken Arrow, Oklahoma. We got let's see, coming up, that might be Jupiter. I don't know if you can see it. Anyway, Yeah, Broken Arrow, Oklahoma. We decided not to stay a whole extra day in Little Rock, and I think that was a wise move because this gives us a couple hours to get to Wichita, load the next vehicle, couple hours home. We'll be there early afternoon. I don't think we're going to hang around in Wichita and do stuff at this point. By the way, it's all dark, but there's a Steak and Shake right there. Wife and I ate there when we picked up the 48. Steak and Shakes are good stuff, you know, in my book. So we ate with the kids there with the 48 the other day. So anyway, this is where we're at. You know, when I walk out and I hear interstate traffic, a guy is just feels pretty blessed to live where he does. Not many people would want to do it. A lot of people like to hear interstate traffic or have that stuff available. But anyway, I'm going to go find something to eat and eventually wake up the family, and we will be on our way. Man, the nutrition spot is open. A guy might have to run over there, huh? No, probably not. Got mine in the hotel kitchen dinette to the breakfast bar thing. Actually pretty good here. Pretty good. Oh, what's this wet spot? I hope that's not from my truck. We got leaks and Q-tips. Anyway, was brave enough to try the biscuits and gravy again. I don't know, I think the other place just might want to wash out their crock pot, you know, once a month. Try that for starters. Anyway, 6:30 now. I spent some time, just hung out there. What do we have, a wiffle ball down there or something? Oh no, that's an onion. My daughter mentioned that yesterday. Yeah, someone lost a whole onion. Okay. Anyway, checking over the lights, looking at tires, and I will head up. I really don't want to wait too much longer. I-40 just seems busy no matter what. But if we can beat a little bit of a rush hour, that would be great. So, we're going to get back on the road. How's this for nature? As dawn caresses the rooftops of Bass Pro Shop with a gentle kiss, saying good morning. Oh yeah. Well, there we go. That's the end of about 1,200 miles total. And let's just take a quick look at our new project here. right, the folks showed up on their way out of Dodge here. They minded the house for us while we were away. So thanks, Mom and Dad. What we have here, 71 Nova. Looks like it has not been registered, been on the road most likely since 2011, so it's been quite a few years. It's mostly stock. It's not a real rally, as I'm told, but they want to retain, I think they called it a rally tribute, and they want to retain that, so we will be sure to put the stripe back on. We are going to have lots of time together at this car, and we will take a look at it as we go along, and that will happen hopefully sooner than later. We've got a bit of stuff to get through before we can start tearing this one down, but that's coming, and very soon. So that is exciting. A couple of things from the 48 Chevy owner that I wanted to show you guys. A little bit of show and tell. You know, little Timmy brings his toys to school here. But the owner of the 48, he showed us around, and he's got a lot of cool stuff at his place. But the cable operated horn that was in the Jeepster, he gave me one of those, so we might open that up sometime. The lever seized up. We may get that working at some point. And then he also gave me the crank off of one that he used from one of his old Chevys, and just didn't plan on ever using it again. And I've just never had an actual one hanging around the place, so that's really cool. We will probably fix that up, paint it up, and put it to use sometime. So there we go, guys. We have involved you in hustling three cars in this video as we keep busy here around the shop. I hope you enjoyed that. I hope you stick around. If you are not subscribed, do so if you want to keep up with these projects. Otherwise, most of you know this already, but go back to the channel. We have lots of other things going on at the same time, and that is the best way to keep up, is just subscribe, and you can keep up and watch the videos. Go back to the channel and watch the videos, you know. That helps me most of all. I really don't want to hear from you, Verizon. Anyway. So, there we go. That distracted me enough. I lost my place. Thank you so much, guys, for joining me on this, and God bless you. We'll see you on the next one. I wonder if this thing runs.